Hey guys, welcome back to the Struggleville YouTube channel. For this video, I mostly just want to complain about how difficult it is to find some of these classic car parts and how expensive they can be. These wire connectors here are the more egregious one, but the strut rods sitting above them, they weren't no picnic either. I've had my 66 Caprice since 2001, and most of the parts I bought for it were between then and like 2004. And I don't remember back then having such a hard time finding any parts for it. There are some things that are very specific to a Caprice that were always hard to find. There's some like rear louver chromed grille things below the back window. That was always really hard to find. Some of the interior stuff is different. It was really hard to find. We had kind of make do with what we could find. But stuff that would overlap with an Impala or a Biscayne or even a Bel Air, anything, it wasn't too bad. Now, I just feel like I spend so much time searching on the internet trying to find someone who still sells this stuff. So, the first thing, these strut rods from Global West, you know, on their website, they'll talk about all these performance gains you get out of it. Hell, I don't even care. Mine are rusted out. I just need a replacement. So, I've changed the bushings a long time ago. But the problem is, well, first off, this end bolts to your lower control arm, and then this goes to your frame. It's adjustable here to adjust the length, and the bolt here is slotted, so when you're doing your front end alignment, it controls, I forget which, caster, camber, or whatever, all those things. It controls how far forward or back your wheel sits within like the wheel well, essentially. The original design, it's kind of like this, but then it's just a rod. It's got threads sticking through the frame, and then there's a bushing with a big nut on the back, and you can adjust it in and out with that the nut over here. Problem with mine is the rod has gotten so rusted that where the adjustment is at, there's no more threads. It's rusted through the threads. There's nothing there, so you can't make the adjustment for a front end alignment. And also, if it's rusted that bad, I'm not too keen on it. I feel like bad things could happen. So, all I want was a new strut rod. But you can't buy strut rods. Except for this aftermarket one, which, again, they talk about all this improved design and blah, blah, blah. I really didn't care. I just needed strut rods that worked. But look at these things. If we look at it, it's not all that complicated. But, where's the thing at? $440 for 2 metal bars. Gosh dang it. And it took them a month to get here. I mean, they look nice. I'm happy because I want to get this on the car and I want it look, you know, I want everything to be good and safe and nice. But it's just, whew, that was a bite. So then the other thing were these wire connectors. Check these things out. They're kind of a special thing for old Chevys. This is actually for the Corvette 73. If we look at it, it's kind of a hybrid of both a male and female. It goes into a bolt connector. You know, the wire's coming in through here. And then the two slide over each other. Kind of. Maybe. Not as... Ow, damn, stabbing me in the finger. There we go. Well, you get the idea. Oops, maybe. You get the idea. They slide in together like that. So there's a bolt connector here, and pa! You put them together. Okay, so on the Corvette, there's a light at the rear storage compartment, and my connector broke. So I needed a new one. I'm searching all over the internet. Can't find them, can't find them, can't find them. I finally find a place. Now, keep in mind, I only need one. I need one! But this place only sold them minimum quantity of 100. So I need one. I had to buy 100 to get them. Now, this is what I had to pay. Again, only needed one. So, because, what am I going to do with all these things? The plan is, I'm going to keep about 20 because they're also used, I believe, the connector at the firewall on the Caprice also originally used these. Now I've done some work on that, so it's not the same, but I believe these are the same connectors used in the Caprice and maybe in other spots. On the Corvette, it's used at a connector that's under the dash. So in the future I may need more, so I'm going to keep about 20. The rest I'm going to sell on eBay, or try to. I'm going to list them on eBay and see if I can at least get some of my money back or even make money on them, and maybe I buy more and keep reselling them. But man, I just can't believe you got to buy 100 of these things. Come on. And think of the markup. They probably make 100 of those for $1. I don't know. Very cheap is what they make them for. $50. That's 50 cents a piece on those suckers. Craziness. Alright, well anyway, we're going to have future videos. Maybe we'll do a video on this, but I don't know if there's really, all it is connecting a wire connector and throwing it back in the bolt connector, so it's probably not worth doing a video. I will try and do a video on these strut rods. The driver's side probably won't be too bad because we had it out when doing the control arm bushings and ball joints and tie rod ends and all of that stuff. But the passenger side we did not take off at the nut end because, well, it technically didn't have to be taken off to do it. So, but they have to get on before I can get a front end alignment, and the car's waiting on a front end alignment and tires. So we got to get these on. They'll be on soon. Okay, little mini rant over. I just got these today, and I just, man, almost $60. I'm really hoping I can sell some of them. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you give the video a like. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I have a bunch of car projects coming up. And, yeah, thanks for watching, guys.